This is London, 1348. No alarms, no panic, just one ordinary day before half the city disappears.
Back in London in the summer of 1863, and we're running from the drummers. Oh, you won't catch me. We are running from the drummers back in London in the summer.
The last normal day. It is the summer of 1348, and London has no idea it is living through its last normal day. Within months, nearly half of the people who breathe this morning air will be dead. But today, nothing feels unusual. At dawn, the River Thames glitters beneath a pale sky. Oars slice through the fog as boats knock softly against the wharves. Church bells rise from dozens of towers. St. Mary le Bow, All Hallows, St. Bride's, marking the hours of a city convinced of its own permanence. The air smells of wood smoke, horse sweat, and river mud. You are standing at Billingsgate Wharf, watching London wake up.
1860.
Good news, Thomas. The council will be pleased.
The docks are already alive. Sailors shout in French, Flemish, and German. Stevedores heave grain sacks across slick planks. Cranes groan as wine barrels swing overhead. The stones are slippery with fish guts and mud. One careless step and you're in the Thames. This is where London makes its money. Wool bales leave for the continent. Wine and cloth arrive in return. Italian bankers, Florentines and Genoese, finance King Edward III's war against France. The 100 Years' War is expensive, and London pays for it. A dock laborer earns 2 or 3 pence for a full day's work. Enough for coarse bread, weak ale, and a shared bed. Not enough to save. He buys breakfast from a vendor, bread and small ale for half a penny. Around him, thieves work the crowd while guild enforcers watch for illegal trade. Get caught, and you'll end the day in the stocks. A ship from Calais ties up. One sailor tells anyone who will listen about a sickness in France. People healthy at breakfast, dead by nightfall. Swellings in the groin, blackened fingers. Streets emptied. Most listeners shrug. Sailors always have stories. London has not seen it yet. By mid-morning, Cheapside is packed. Timber stalls line the street, their painted signs hanging overhead. A boot for the cobbler, a loaf for the baker. Few people can read. Pictures are enough. The houses lean so far over the road that neighbors could pass a cup of wine through their windows without stepping into the mud below. A baker's wife argues with a flour seller. Prices are up again. War demand poor harvests. She complains, but she pays. Nearby, constables drag a thief through the crowd. He stole bread. By noon, his head and hands will be locked in the wooden stocks, exposed to mockery and rotten fruit. Justice here is fast, public, and unforgiving. Fire buckets hang at every corner. London has burned before. In a city of timber and thatch, fire is a constant fear. A town crier rings his bell. New taxes for the war in France. The crowd mutters, but no one riots. Not yet. Near old St. Paul's Cathedral, the city changes. Here, houses have stone ground floors and timber above. Some even have glass windows, rare and expensive. The great spire of St. Paul's dominates the skyline, visible from nearly everywhere in London. Inside a wool merchant's home, the family eats their main meal of the day: roasted pork, white bread, Gascony wine. Servants carry dishes in silence. Outside, beggars wait for scraps. The merchant reads a letter from Bruges. Business is strong, but villages in Flanders are emptying. Trade routes are disrupted by sickness. He worries about his investments, not his life. Plague, he believes, is a problem for ports, for the poor, for other places, not for men with stone houses and social rank. Sumptuary laws dictate what people may wear by class. Order is visible, enforced, and comforting. Across the river, that order dissolves. Near Smithfield, St. Bartholomew's Hospital tends to the city's poor. Augustinian monks oversee a long stone hall lined with shared beds, a laborer with a shattered arm, a fevered woman, a child whose leg has turned black with infection. Treatment consists of herbs, bloodletting, prayer. Beds are close. Wounds are washed in reused water. Infection spreads unseen. No one understands contagion. Incense burns to cleanse what they believe is bad air. A monk hears confession from a delirious sailor describing bodies piled in the streets of Calais. No one left to bury them. The monk prays for France. It does not occur to him that the same judgment might cross the Channel. At dusk, the Tower of London looms to the east. Within its stone walls, soldiers drill, blacksmiths hammer arrowheads, clerks record taxes and debts. War runs on paperwork as much as blood. In the dungeons below, prisoners wait on the king's justice. A messenger arrives from Dover. Reports confirm plague in Channel ports, Calais, Bordeaux, perhaps even on the south coast of England. Officials debate closing the ports. But London lives on trade, shut the docks, and the city starves. Keep them open, and they pray it won't come to that. Curfew approaches. Night in medieval London is truly dark. There are no street lights, only torches and shuttered candles. Doors are barred. Families gather around hearths. Tallow candles filling rooms with the smell of burning fat. Chamber pots wait to be emptied in the morning. The night watch patrols with lanterns call in the hour 10 of the clock, and all's well. They watch for fires and curfew breakers. Thieves move quietly through unlit alleys. In a tavern, voices argue about plague rumors. A merchant scoffs. It will never reach London. A priest warns that God's will is not mocked. A laborer drinks until the debate fades. The Thames flows on indifferent. London sleeps, convinced of its permanence. Within 4 months, the first cases appear. At first, they are dismissed as fever. Then the swellings come. Then the blackened flesh. Then death outpaces burial. By winter, half the city is gone. Entire streets fall silent. But tonight, none of that is known. Tonight, London is alive, loud, crowded, filthy, ordinary. This was the last normal day. No one knew it. No one ever does.
You get the fog so thick you drown in London town. In London town, you get the fog so thick you drown. The buildings so tall, the buildings so tall they almost fall down. The buildings so tall, the buildings so tall they almost fall down. The river is so wide, soul.